Our 2011 trip to Africa began as we came to the shores of Cameroon, where over 150 years ago Alfred Saker had began to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. We visited in what was Victoria, now Limbe, where he came to shore here in Cameroon in 1858. We were joined this year by Brother Jeff Stewart from North Carolina, a good man of God, and hosted by the Zion Baptist Church here in Douala, Cameroon, a church that's involved in church planting and gave us a wonderful opportunity to preach in area churches, see a multitude of people saved in villages, and we went to the hospital and preached in hospitals, and they made preparations for us to go to schools and preached at many schools in Cameroon. On the weekends we were able to visit local churches and show the gospel film where new churches had been started, and preach at area churches. Here's the Zion Baptist Church on a Sunday morning. When our time was winding down in Cameroon, we left to go to Gabon and Equatorial Guinea and then on to the Congos, and in front of us lie a whirlwind of travel, and God had provided great opportunity of traveling, but this was not our mean of transportation, but rather we crammed into vans and broke down on windy roads. Wheel bout came off as we had one lug nut left on. Found other means of transportation here and crammed in the back of this tractor trailer about 10 hours. As we drove through the night, we boarded trains and went cross country by train, and the Gabon Congo border, it was abandoned in the dark out in the middle of the bush, 300 kilometers, and jumped on motorbikes. We were financially held hostage by the local chief, who tried to extort a lot of money from us to get us back to a regular city, and so we headed out on foot, walking out of Mbinda. Found us some motorbikes that we could rent, and they attempted to get us along the muddy roads, but it was quite challenging at times, and several of us fell into the mud, and in time God brought us across Brother Jacques, who was the nephew of the former President of Congo, and he allowed us to use his vehicle, and we traveled, seemed like forever, in the back of his Jeep, sitting on top of our luggage in this small Jeep on these challenging roads. When the rains came, we had to pull over and put the top over us, and that left even less room, so the rain stopped, we crammed in the back. It took us 4 days to go from the border of Congo to Brazzaville, the city on the Congo River, right across from Kinshasa and DRC, and all along the way there were challenges, and God continued to bless, and we continued to move forward, just believing that at the end of this journey was going to be a great fruit of harvest. When our 4-day trek had ended, we found ourselves at the great Congo River, and truly God had prepared a wonderful harvest of souls as we preached in Brazzaville and Kinshasa, and great crowds. We journeyed up the Congo River, by local canoe, and looking for a village along the side of the Congo River and able to preach the gospel. It was here that George Grenfell had come in 1884 and had built the steam engine, the Peace, and spent 27 years going up and down the Congo River preaching the gospel to villages just like this one, where we're able to preach the gospel and see people saved. 48 souls prayed and trusted Christ as their Savior here at this village on the banks of the Congo River. On our second visit, my brother, standing here with the chief, instructed him on the importance of believers' baptism, and as the sun set, the chief was baptized in the Congo River, and the crowd that gathered expressed interest in also being baptized and starting a new church here. And we preached in Maluku here at this Baptist church started by Brother Gail Dawson. Had a multitude of people at a film the night before and enjoyed great services on Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon we had a part in the starting of a new church not far from Maluku, commissioning the church and this new pastor. Our last day there, we desired to visit the old Baptist church in Kinshasa, and God allowed us to find the steam engine to the Peace. What a wonderful time we had in the Congos. What a wonderful time in Africa, as over 6,500 souls trusted Christ as their Savior and had a part in helping to start 2 churches.